Hello, it's me, Richard Lewis Brown, and today's April 20th, 2021. This is a lunchtime Facebook Live video. I am really excited about this election, and someone became a new member. I signed them up on the 9th of April, and they got their ballot yesterday. That's amazing. That's really a fast turnaround. So when people think that they can't sign up now and still get their ballots on time, that's not true. This is the most important election in Local 1000 history. And I'm asking everyone, please vote. I'm asking you to vote for me. I know I'm the only candidate that can create a new culture for our union. I'm the only candidate that will get our union out of politics altogether. Remember, I'm going to reduce your dues by 50%. That's going to be an instant savings. And don't let anyone tell you that it can't be done. Again, my name is Richard Lewis Brown, and today's April 20th, 2021. I'm seeking your support to be the new Local 1000 president. And when they tell you that we have to be involved in politics, when they tell you that politicians are our bosses, those are lies. Those are lies to keep the status quo in place. Those are the lies that Yvonne Walker's been telling you for years. And people are brainwashed and bamboozled and deceived and tricked and hustled and misled, misguided, misinformed. They just don't know any better. When they tell you that the politicians are our bosses, when we are the taxpayers and we're the voters, the politicians are not your bosses. We're a union. We negotiate contracts, okay? We negotiate a contract for you for a specified period of time to give you substantial wages, okay? Safe working conditions. And we will also provide you job representation when your boss is abusing you, when they're violating our contract. And I'm the only person that tells you, running for office, that when I'm your president, we will enforce the contract. There won't be any of these shenanigans. We won't be giving up our money because of COVID or some type of financial crisis, natural disaster, wildfire, whatever they can come up with to take our money. These politicians don't care about you, and they never have. That's why they're called politicians. And when they tell you Richard doesn't know what he's talking about, these are the people who support Yvonne Walker. This is the reason why your union quote can never change. And this is why I don't use the word change. I use the word, we must create a whole new culture for Local 1000. It's just that simple. There's no other way around this. When they say, if he doesn't want to talk to politicians, then how are we going to get our contracts done? See, they take my words and they twist them around and they try to appear like they're intelligent, but they're not. These people on Facebook are not very intelligent. And what I'm telling you is, when I'm your president, we will only be involved in contract negotiations and job representation. So of course we have to talk to politicians, but it's only for our contract. We're trying to get a substantial contract, a new quality contract. That doesn't mean that we're paying Gavin Newsom to run his campaign, that we're going to donate to these political candidates running for office. We're not going to be involved in Black Lives Matter and open immigration, open borders, Fight for 15. Those are all political matters. What the hell do we care about Fight for 15? We're supposed to be negotiating for you, the represent employees of Local 1000. $15 an hour, that's not substantial. See, they have you doing these things, fighting for a livable wage. A livable wage? A union fighting for a livable wage? That's not what unions were created for. Unions were created to get a substantial wage so that you could put your kids through college, so you could retire with a pension, retire with dignity. And this is why I told you the part of our contract that tells you that we don't have a contract worth fighting for is a part about the dignity clause, 5.11. The state is the final decision maker. That's ridiculous. That tells you you don't really have a contract. And that's why I said we have to create a whole new culture, a whole new way of doing things. And I'm the only candidate that you can count on, that you can trust. Those other people's names on the ballot, you can't trust those people. With the exception of Robert Bass. I'll give him his just due. But Robert Bass has never come out to support me. When's the last time you heard Robert Bays endorsing me on Facebook? You haven't. You have not heard him endorse me. But yet these people tell you that Richard can't work with anyone, but they don't want to work with me because they don't care about you. See, this is the thing that they've been trying to lie to you all of these years about me. They told you that I split the vote, but now they're splitting their own vote. You just saw Tony Owens endorsing Kevin and Annika and David Jimenez. Now, a couple weeks ago, they told you that everything was great between MTC and Tony Owens. They were just one big happy family. But they were lying to you like they lied to you about not taking a salary stipend. So Tony endorses MTC. They can't endorse Sophia because they're running for the same position because they're splitting their vote. He endorses them. Do they come on Facebook and tell you, no, Tony, we're not accepting your endorsement because we have someone that we feel strongly about, more strongly about than we feel about you. And her name's Sophia Perkins. Did they do that? Did they ignore that endorsement? No. Kevin Menninger, David Jimenez, and Annika Wass, they took that endorsement. They need them votes because that's what politicians do. They'll take a vote from anybody. They'll say anything to get any vote. That's what politicians do. So when you see the, quote, Members for Transparency and Change, quote, Unite Members for Change, they're not even united themselves. What are they talking about? What are they talking about? They're not talking about anything. Yvonne Walker has never told you anything substantial, anything to talk about that's going to help you. Yvonne Walker doesn't care about you. Neither does Miguel Cordova. Neither does anybody on that ballot, maybe with the exception of Robert Bays. These people don't care about you. And those ballots are here. I know people got those ballots. Some people are mailing them back. Some people are trying to decide. Let me help you decide. If you want a substantial pay increase, Richard Lewis Brown is your guy. There is nobody else. You can't run to no one else. No one talks like me. No one's going to fight for you. Do these people even want to discuss with me their vision? No, because they don't have a vision. Their vision is whatever the politicians tell them to do. These people are not, they may be academically smart, some of these people, and Yvonne Walker may have done a whole lot with her high school education, but these people are not leaders. These people can't fight anything. They're too scared of their own shadow. You see me I've called out Yvonne Walker, talked about her Marine service because she's not a real Marine. She's not a real leader. She's never done anything in her life except take from others. That's who Yvonne Walker is, and that's why the perception of our union is our union doesn't do anything. And she's trained everybody on that ballot. She had hustled Robert Bays from a long time ago. He wanted to really help the union. She hustled him. Then he got tired of that hustlement. He got tired of being harassed by her ignoring him. All those people on that ballot were trained, educated, mentored, manipulated, formed by Yvonne Walker. The only person she couldn't hustle, the only person she couldn't trick is the person looking at you right now, Richard Lewis Brown. She can't hustle me. Her game is as old as life on earth. Just look at her. Listen to her words. Watch her. And you've been watching her for years. She's been lying to you for all of these years. And now she's talking about, pushing this thing about the social justice issues because she wants to look good. And she's following her orders from Washington, D.C. because SEIU orders her around. See, that's the politics of it all. But they don't tell you these things. They want to denounce me. And I'm the one telling you the truth. Mark my word. Mark my word. When they did that vaccination thing on April 15th through the 17th, how many people really knew about that? Did they have a sign-up list? And why did they only do it downtown in Sacramento? And why was it only for dues-paying members? Because it was a political stunt. I'm going to show you another example of these people and their lies that they tell you. They said the SEIU teachers union here in Sacramento was going to call for a 2-day strike. Then all of a sudden, they found a pathway. See, that's just the same trick they did with our union. They say we're going on strike, and then all of a sudden, at the last second, they pull the strike back. It's just lies. You don't go on a 2-day strike. When you go on strike, to send a message. You don't put no limit on it. Well, I'm going on strike for 2 days, but I'll be back. That's the dumbest ass thing you can do. That's just dumb. But that's what happens when you're fooling with SEIU International. They think you're stupid. You paying them all this money, And then when your back's against the wall, do they send that money back to you? No. Do they come help you fight? No. They don't do anything. They sit back and tell you that's your decision. You run it. But you're paying them all this money because they say they give you protection from other unions coming to take you over. You don't need that protection. If you're doing your job, no one take you over. A lot of people are stuck on stupid, just silly and stupid. And I'm not trying to be politically correct. And I'm not going to say things that people want to hear. And when people tell me, well, if you don't think Black Lives Matter is important right now, I'm not going to vote for you. Keep your vote. I don't need anyone, including my own black boys and girls. I don't need you to tell me how to be black. Trust me on this. Every day I wake up, I know who I am, all right? I was raised correctly. I don't need my union to fight for me for social justice. What I need my union to do is fight for my money. And then when I get my money and I can work and go to work without being harassed by a bad boss, then I can take my money, my full check, with my scheduled pay raises, and I can donate to a private organization. If I want to go to Black Lives Matter, if I want to donate to the NAACP, the Urban League, okay? Any organization within my black community I want to donate to if I choose to. If I want to donate to the cancer charities, if I want to donate to my church, whatever I want to do, that's what I'll do. But I don't need my union telling me that we're going to be having these racial justice conversations when they can't even protect my money. And the biggest thing of it all, the hypocrisy of it all, and this is why I'm telling Yvonne Walker that she's a joke and she's a hypocrite. You can't protect white people's money, but yet you're talking about protecting me from cops. I may be silly sometimes, but I ain't no fool. See, a lot of these people in the union, you've been hustled and bamboozled, and you've been tricked. And because she makes you feel good, she puts you on full-time union leave because you can't keep your job. So she comes and saves you. Now you're underneath her leadership, but under her control, under her dominion. That's what you really are, because you've lost sight of who you are. You don't have any self-esteem or any type of ability to think ahead. So she uses you. And you see these people on Facebook that she's used. Even the ones from MTC, she's used them too. The only person she ain't used is me. That's what it is. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to win this election. And, I don't say these political things because, it's popular for people to say Black Lives Matter right now. They all run around. Black Lives Matter. Yeah. Whatever. Half the people saying Black Lives Matter don't even know what it means. It really means Black Lives Matter too. What it really means is black people seeking equality. But these people don't even know that. Even some of the own black folks saying it don't even know what the hell they're talking about. And I'm saying it. I don't need my union being involved for open borders. If you want to come to America, come correctly. If you don't come correctly, because they allow you to come in across the border, so be it. But I don't want my union involved in that. And by the way, when people are exploited and they work for low wages, that hurts unions across America. Okay? So all these social justice issues has nothing to do with our union. What we need to do is protect you, ensure that you have a quality contract and you get substantial pay increases, and that you can work in the workplace and not have your dignity violated. No one's impressed with our union. The only people that sing our union's praises are those that Yvonne Walker has put on union leave, those that she sent across the ocean on special trips, those that she paid for them to be out of the country, with our money. And when these people tell you that politics matters, and why we lose 2 days of pay for a whole fiscal year and Yvonne Walker sits around and still collects her full salary stipend, $67,500, which is way more than her regular salary, you tell me who's being stupid. You tell me who's being hustled and being used. We are. It's just silly, And then she tries to act like she cares about you. She doesn't care about you. She doesn't care about other black people. She doesn't care about anything but herself. Anytime she's ready to debate me, anytime she's ready to come at me, here I am. You know how to get at me. These other people are weak. How are these other people going to fight for you when they're too afraid to even debate me? Okay? There's only one true leader in Local 1000. There's only one person that's going to go at these politicians and knock their heads off. These other people are going to bend their backs over, and whatever Gavin Newsom or any Democrat tells them to do, they're going to do it. They don't have any backbone, and you know it and I know it. you know, and then she wants to have these racial justice conversations. She's actually being disrespectful to the black community, okay? She ain't no fighter. The black folks I know, you come at them, they coming right back at you, okay? No real black folks for you. She ain't real black. No, she's not. She's African-American, you know, on the face, just like, you know, she's on the face as a leader, but she's not a real leader. She's not. I'm talking all about her because she is not a symbol of where I'm from. And that's why I can hold my ground. And that's why I don't have any doubt when I say we shouldn't be involved in Black Lives Matter and not worry about my insecurity, because I'm proud to be black in this country. And I'm proud to be a descendant of U.S. slavery. Okay? My family, we came over as slaves. We didn't quit. We knew how to fight, and we kept it going. And I'm a legacy of that. Okay? So when they say Black Lives Matter, what that means is black equality in everything. That's what it means, not just with police, but in everything we do. Okay? If you want to know about Black Lives Matter, then come and ask a real black person like me. Come ask a brother, and I'll get with you, and I'll tell you what it's about. You don't have to walk around and act like you woke. Because I see a lot of white people walking around acting like you woke, being part of our union. You ain't so woke, and I don't trust you anyway. I really don't. Okay? Our union shouldn't be involved in racial justice. Again, our union should only be involved in contract negotiations and job representation. I'm going to stand by what I said, and I'm still going to win the election, and I'm not going to be politically correct. You just watch. I guarantee you I'm going to win the election. You make it a great day here in the state of California. Today's April 20th, 2021. I'm Richard Lewis Brown. Get at me if it's in you. Have a nice day.